Huntsville, I'm Lauren Harris, and I'm here with Michelle with the American Heart Association. She's the director of the Huntsville Heart Ball. Hi, Michelle. Thank you so much for spending time with us today. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thanks for having me, Lauren. I'm Michelle. I'm with the American Heart Association. I've been with the Heart Association 9 years.
Wow. Okay.
I am a transplant to Huntsville. I came from Kentucky.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Kentucky. Do you go to the derbies?
No.
Okay.
I've gone once.
Okay. Well, you've been, so you know.
It was very rainy that day.
Got it. So, Michelle, you're the director of the Heart Ball. Tell us a little bit about what the Heart Ball is.
It's a black tie fundraiser, and we have great leadership with our executive leadership team. And the American Heart Association is the largest volunteer-led organization.
Wow.
Yeah. But we have the best
Of
here
course,
in Huntsville.
of course.
We really do. But it's April 20th.
Okay. So just around the corner then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We have a silent live auction, live entertainment, and we hear from our honorees and our chair.
So it's just a big get together of just kind of bringing the community together to help raise awareness and funds for the American Heart Association then.
Yes.
Awesome. What is the goals that you have in mind to reach this year for the Heart Ball?
We have a hefty goal of $500,000.
Okay, and how far away are we from that goal?
We're about 100,000 away. We can do that.
We've got over a month. I feel like we can make it happen.
We can definitely do that with our silent live auctions and with our Open Your Heart. And we have a great group of people coming.
So you mentioned a little bit about live auction items, silent auction items, and Open Your Heart. Can you explain a little bit more about what these items are and how they raise money and funds for the event?
The silent auction is open Wednesday the 17th through April 20th, and you can bid before you get to the ball and then during the ball, and you get your final bids in right before the live auction happens.
Okay.
The live auction will be full of great experiences and a couple pieces of jewelry.
I mean, a woman always loves some jewelry, so I hope, a happy lucky winner. I might bid on one myself as well.
Yes, be sure and raise that paddle.
I mean, always. So the Open Your Heart, what is that?
So the Open Your Heart portion of the night, we share an inspirational story. This year it's about Dr. Chuck Carr at UAH.
Okay.
He's the president of UAH, and he overcame some heart obstacles, and he's doing very well now. But
that's amazing to hear.
We give everyone in the room an opportunity to give an outright gift and donate towards our mission, and that's a very special moment.
Yeah, just people literally opening their hearts to give back to the community and help raise funds to raise awareness.
Exactly.
Now, I know this year's ball is a little bit special, and I know you've got a few things kind of up your sleeve with this year's ball. I know one specific thing that's kind of been close to me, I've heard about. Talk about the balls that you're raising for the kids.
Sure. We have an initiative called Ball for All.
Okay.
We are collecting sports equipment, balls,
okay,
to give to kids in South Huntsville.
Okay.
And we're working with Bullpen Foundation to do that. And it's really exciting because the American Heart Association feels that it's very important to have 80 minutes per day of physical activity for kids.
Okay.
For their mental
and physical health? Okay.
Their mental and physical health. And so we're able to get these in the hands of kids that need them, and we'll be able to play more sports with these balls.
I mean, but that's amazing though. You're helping generate, exercise and community awareness in that as well. So I think that's a really fun way. Now I know that you're really near and dear and you're really excited about the other special thing that makes this ball so unique. Please talk about that.
Well, this is actually the American Heart Association's centennial.
Wow.
Yeah, so
this
we're
is
celebrating
amazing.
100 years. It's pretty rare.
Yes.
And we won't see that again. So.
We won't. I mean, I hope to live to be a ripe old age, but I don't want to be 200 years old.
I don't think that's going to happen. So we're looking forward to bringing back all our past honorees, the special people that have paved the way for Huntsville Heart Ball.
That's amazing.
And made this event what it is, made the awareness so much more forthcoming, and we're excited to have them with us.
That's awesome.
We had to move this year because we have more people than we had room for at the West End, so now we're at the Braun Center. Saturn Ballroom.
So, the Heart Ball is near and dear to my heart. I am a volunteer of the Heart Ball. Personally, we do have Pinot's Palette coming out to do Strokes for Strokes, and so I hope that is just as exciting as it's been every year. So tell me a little bit more what other people can experience coming into the ball aside from the Strokes for Strokes.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that Strokes for Strokes.
Okay.
It's very special because you come in and you make a stroke with your non-dominant hand to symbolize what it feels like to regain your strength after a stroke.
Yeah, and it's very hard, and it's engaging too, because I think that a lot of people don't necessarily understand how hard it is to re-engage with the extremities from our bodies when it's not something that we traditionally use. And I've watched last year when it happened, and it was kind of amazing to see people have that recollection come through their face.
And what's so special after that is we get to auction it off, and it often ends up in a local business.
And that's amazing. And this is one of the live auction items that's helping to raise some money for this, yes?
Exactly.
Awesome. So at this event, it's a black tie event. So what have you kind of seen come through the doors? I'm sure you probably get everything from avant-garde to just kind of runway ready.
We have a lot of runway ready. It's very exciting to see lots of red, lots of formal gowns, and sparkles.
And sparkles.
Lots of sparkles.
So with it being the Heart Ball, are patrons expected to wear red, or can they wear any color?
They can wear any color, but red is great.
Always, giving back to the community. So what is your hope and goal with the fundraising and all of the outreach in the community to gauge and bring awareness to?
Sure. In February, we were focused on a nation of lifesavers. So we're really working on making sure that one person in each household is trained on hands-only CPR.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes. So we did a lot of lunch and learns during February, but we can do those all year long, teaching hands-only CPR. But we also really push knowing your numbers, checking blood pressure, knowing your cholesterol, and those things that come with that.
For sure.
Preventative care.
So you mentioned a little bit about the ball is there to honor and bring awareness to the chairs and honorees that have helped to bring the local community awareness and everything involved with this Heart Ball and the American Heart Association. Can you go ahead and talk a little bit more about that?
Yes, we're excited to hear from the 2024 chair, Will Irby. He's the president of Zentel.
Okay.
And our honorees, the Heart of the Community recipients, are the Kirkpatrick family.
Okay.
Dease Research.
Yeah.
And also Dr. Michael Butler is the Physician of the Year. He's at the Heart Center.
Okay.
And they're all very worthy of honor.
I can only imagine. It takes, I think, a really special person to day in and day out put yourself kind of aside and want to do this kind of work for other people.
Definitely.
So the Heart Ball is just around the corner, April 20th, not far away. If somebody wanted to attend or be a part of this event, is there still an opportunity?
There are still tables available for the Heart Ball, and
Awesome.
there are great ways to get involved in the auction with any business in the community.
Okay.
And we would love more volunteers at night of.
I can only imagine. So how many guests are you anticipating having come to the Heart Ball this year?
Around 500 to 600.
Wow, so not a small feat then.
No.
Got it. How long does this ball typically take for you to organize and put together?
All year long.
All year. So from one ball, you stop and you start planning the next one.
Yes, we already have support for 2025 now.
Amazing. That is such an amazing feat to be, part of this community for 9 years that you've been doing this, and then continuing to grow to where your sponsorships and your community outreach has obviously been affected to where everyone is now aware of it and they come out and support you even a year before the ball has even happened. So I do want to ask you one last question, Michelle. Being a part of the American Heart Association and the Huntsville Heart Ball for the last 9 years, which is amazing, how has this changed your life?
So being a part of the American Heart Association has changed my life in many ways.
Okay.
I have many family members that have been affected by heart disease, and I know that what we do here with this fundraiser is helping people not just here, but everywhere.
Across the
and
world,
it's so special.
Well, I really appreciate your time today, Michelle, and thank you so much. And for anyone out there that's looking to help generate more additional funds for this event, we are still looking for businesses to be a part of the auction. So if you are a local business and you have packages or items that you're willing to donate, we would gladly accept them. If you're a patron and you also want to donate and give back to the American Heart Association, there is still opportunity for donations as well as you just coming and joining us. Reach out and we'll get you all the information and connect you with the right people.
Like and subscribe to Hello Huntsville today on all your favorite podcast platforms. Sponsored by the Cynthia Jordan Real Estate Group, Jeff the Mortgage Guy, and Tony with T-Mail in the Morning Show.